me tell you something. This Thursday, is really testing my patience and my positivity. Oh, yes, it is testing me. I tell you guys, every day, keep on it, keep pushing. It's gonna work out. Anything that happens negative in the day, look at it and see if there is possibly a good reason why, or a lesson, or whatever. And if whatever, just look at the positive that happened today. Well, guys, I tell you guys this, and the truth is I am not perfect at this at all. And I have worked really hard to try to perfect this, and I have not yet perfected it. So I'm going to tell you about my Thursday. And for the rest of you that I have been seeing post on Facebook that it's been one hell of a week and you're going through some stuff, guys, we're going to get through it together today, because we are almost through this week and we made it to Thursday. And if your week was anything like mine, it was chaotic. You struggled to keep your normalcy going. You struggled to keep your routines going. You struggled to keep pushing for yourself and to doing what is important for you, which is giving yourself some of your own quality personal time. I have struggled with that all week, and today has really tested me. I had an appointment this morning I was at, and apparently the appointment didn't go through. You know, things happen. Don't know why it happened, but I had to drive in a truck that eats gas 30 minutes away or 20 minutes away, whatever, but it was far enough away that it ate a quarter tank of my gas. It ate it, and the people didn't have the appointment, so no biggie, I'll go back. But then I go home and I am getting ready to leave after blow drying my hair because I didn't have enough time to properly do my hair before this appointment. So I go home, blow dry it before I have to go to work and take on my appointment that I have coming in. And I'll be damned if I am backing out of the driveway and some woman almost rear ends me. And I'm not talking because I pulled out in front of her. No, she wasn't even on the street when I started pulling out, okay? I could see all the way up the street. She was not on that freaking stinking street. She comes flying down the street at maybe 50 miles per hour, possibly faster, on a street where I live, and there is a freaking school. There is an elementary school and there is a middle school, and the middle school was just released. And there are always kids riding around on bikes and skateboards and playing outside, walking dogs, and this woman is going 50 miles per hour down the street and almost slams into the back of my truck. I had to stop. I didn't even have room to go forward because there was another person coming the other way that almost hit me because I had to stop because this woman literally came this close to hitting me. And not just tapping me, but literally plowing into the back of me, which probably would have hurt her more than me because I am in a bigger truck. But that's not the point. The point is that there are kids around and she was doing something wrong. And this woman tests my patience. She tested my patience. This woman started screaming at me, telling me how she was gonna beat my ass. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Sorry for the curse words. This is part of me. I try to hide some of the curse words sometimes, but you know what? It's not happening this time. She told me she was gonna beat my ass. She started calling me the B word. She started everything under the sun. Well, I know I'm positive. I know that I try to be godly-like. I try to be good and humble. But you know what? I'm sorry, but that woman could have took a kid's life. In fact, there was a kid that walked right in front of the truck as she stopped. So, she could have took a child's life, and as she's screaming at me how she's going to beat my ass, guys, I look at her. And I told her, just because she was a dumb, I'm not going to say the word, didn't give her the reason to treat me the way she was. It's not my fault that you are a dumb blank. So stop treating me like it's my fault you are dumb and that you cannot follow rules and that you decide that you want to push the limits by going at least double the speed limit in a school zone with children around. And almost hit a car and then you want to yell at me and tell me how you're going to beat my ass. Well, she continued to tell me how she was going to beat my ass. And the responsible Lindsay probably should have got back in the truck and just drove on. But you know, it really made me mad that she could have took a child's life and now she is threatening me because she was doing something against the law and she was doing something that endangered people's lives. So the next time she told me that she was going to beat my ass, I looked at her and I told her, check it out. Stop talking to me. And if you're going to beat my ass, then get out of the car and do what you got to do. Otherwise, shut your mouth and slow down on these streets. And she started to say something and I told her, she said something about calling the cops on me because I told her she wanted to beat my ass. I was standing right there. I told her to go ahead and call the cops, that the cops and I can have a conversation with her about how you do not double the speed limit in a school zone when kids were just released out of school and walking home. You know what she told me? She told me, S-U-B, blah, blah, blah. And she kept going. And I was like, you know what? This woman is a waste of my time. She is very immature. And you know what? I'm sorry. I know I was immature for getting out of my truck. I know I was immature for telling her, hey, I'm standing right here when you feel you're big enough to jump. But if there's one thing that you don't do in front of me, you do not endanger children's lives. And then when you are called out on it, or when something almost happens that could have hurt somebody, instead of saying and owning up that you did something wrong, you start attacking somebody else. I am not okay with that. And you know what? I should have just went away from it. But you know what? I had to say something to that woman. But I realized that it was going to do no good to continue to talk to this woman. So I got back in my truck. And as I went to drive away, this woman hits the gas, goes around the right-hand side of the truck, cuts it too close, and almost hits the front end of the truck. Oh my gosh, you guys. And this does not even consider all the other things going on in my life that are stressful. There's a lot of big life changes happening, some for the positive, some things that are happening are big things in life that are hard to deal with, and this woman is pushing my buttons, calling me out. I'm not telling you this story to make you think, she's a badass, she got out of her truck and she did this, or to think, she really grew up, she's getting out of her truck and going after somebody. No, I didn't go after anybody. I let her know that she needed to slow down, and the next time she comes down the street, she better slow down, because I'm not going to take a chance for a child's life to end. By the way, if you look behind me, do you see how pretty that sunset is? So pretty. Okay, sorry. But the whole point of me telling you this story is I'm always saying how we need to grow as humans. We need to not judge people for the things that they do. We need to be more compassionate. We need to stand up for ourselves. And you know what? This is all true. However, I caught myself somewhere. I was judging this woman for driving so fast, okay? Which, yes, it could have killed somebody. Yes, it could have hurt somebody. Yes, it could have damaged people's stuff. But what if she was driving fast because the person in the car was having a heart attack and she was trying to get to a hospital? I'm not saying that that's what's happening, but what if it was? Or what if she had to leave her mother at home who is disabled because their caregiver didn't get there in time and she had to go pick up her kid? What she did was not okay, and that does not excuse what she did or how she acted, and it does not excuse telling me that she is going to do something to me. No, doesn't excuse it. But what I did realize is I judged her. When I said that I called her a name, I did call her a name, and that was me judging her, and that is not at all who I want to be. And it did. The anger came out of me, and a lot of stress from everything else came out of me, and I called her a name, and I judged her. I judged her, and I called her that name. And I'm sitting here telling people all the time, including myself, not to judge people, but that's the thing. I judged her because I was more worried about other humans, because I do love people, and I do care about people, and so that's why I judged her. It's never okay to judge her, but that woman definitely needs to be held responsible for her actions, because apparently, I mean, by the way she acted and how she could automatically blame everybody else but herself and act a fool like that and start threatening somebody, obviously she has never been taught how to deal with the consequences of her actions. Because people that have been taught to deal with the consequences of their actions, they would have stopped and they would have apologized. Or they would have been like, dude, I didn't realize I was going that fast, I'm sorry. Or you know what, I was going fast, I'll try to slow it down, no big deal. But they wouldn't have threatened to beat someone's ass because they almost hit them. So obviously she hasn't been held to her accountability. So in the past, somebody threatened me like that, I would have been fighting. And this story, it shows a lot of different errors, a lot of different mistakes, but it also shows a lot of growth too. Because in the past, like I said, I wouldn't have been talking. Fists would have been flying, and that would have been that, because she was risking people's lives, and I'm not okay with that. But as much as I judged her this time, I still held myself together. I did not fight anybody. I told her that she could go ahead and call the cops and we can have a discussion with them. Like, she needs to be held responsible. Hopefully the next time she decides to haul butt down a street like that, where there are children that play and ride skateboards and that go to school and that are walking home, and there are cars pulling out of driveways, hopefully the next time she decides to go double the speed limit and risk other people's lives, she'll think twice, because of the crazy gal that got out of her truck and told her, check it out, you're gonna slow down, this ain't happening again. So hopefully she'll think twice, but if she doesn't, whatever. But I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, people can change, and even though at times it seems like they haven't, because they can get angry or they can react instead of respond, people are still going to react at different times. They're not going to always respond, because no human can always just respond. And the whole point of this is to let you guys know that, no, you don't need to feel bad for responding. You don't need to feel bad for reacting. You just need to learn how the next time the situation comes up, you learn to respond instead of react the next time. You learn where you messed up, or where the mistakes were made, or where you want to change, or where you didn't like yourself, and you fix it for the next time. But don't you dare beat yourself up, because this world and this universe and all the chaoticness and everything that goes wrong in it can go wrong, and it can break you for a second. It can make you not be that calm, collective person for a second. And you know what? That's okay. Don't beat yourself up for it, because even the most successful, positive person in this world, even they have their days where they react. And when they react, it's not always their finest, but they still have those days. So, guys, as we get through Thursday night, it's closing out. I'm about to go tackle the gym, because I never got to it because all the craziness today. But I am still going to go to that gym and do something for myself, because it's important. It's important for me to do something for myself and to push to the gym, because the gym helps me clear my mind. It helps me feel better mentally. And if I don't go, and with all this chaotic mess going around, like, I don't feel like going, but with this chaotic mess going on, like, I have to go, or it's gonna knock me down, and the reactions are gonna come more and more instead of seeing the responses. You're gonna see more reactions if I don't do it. So my point of this video, yes, it's a long video, but it's an important one. My point of this video is to tell you that today, as this week has been hard, you have been put through it, you are being tested, and you question if you're going to make it through these tests at times. Know that you can. Know that you will. And give yourself a little slack, even when you do feel like you messed up a little bit, because it veers from the plan that you have for yourself, because you are still you, and you are still going to have your feelings, and it's okay that you have your feelings. But I just wanted to get on and share this with you guys, because it's been a minute since I got on here and told you about some craziness going on, and telling you my flaws and the stuff that I did that I shouldn't have done. But you gotta learn to work through it and move on. I can sit here and harp on it all day that I got out of that truck and I told that chick, hey, you want to dance? Let's dance. Otherwise, shut up and slow down. Like, that's just how it is. I am tired of people thinking that they can talk down to me. I am tired of people thinking that they can treat me badly. I am tired of people thinking that they can do whatever they want and that it's completely acceptable, even if it does cause heartache or pain or whatever to somebody else. I am tired of it. So yeah, I told her, if you want to dance, let's dance. But you know what? I'm not going to beat myself up for reverting back to, hey, you're going to threaten me. I'm right here. Do what you got to do. I'm not going to beat myself up for that. Because I was taught to be strong. I was taught not to run away. And you know what? I wasn't running away. But if somebody's going to threaten me, I'm going to let them know that I'm not afraid of them. And I'm going to let them know what they did was wrong. What she did was wrong. It could have hurt people. And yeah, I may have been a little more angry than I should have been. But I'm allowed to be angry. I'm allowed to act in a way that not everybody agrees with sometimes. And that's okay, because that's what makes me. And that's okay if you're doing it too. But, so if you're going through this week and it's getting to be a struggle and it's hard and things are testing you and you slipped a little bit and you raised your voice or you acted in a way and reacted in a way that you would have in the past and you don't usually act now, and you're beating yourself up for it, calm down. Stop beating yourself up for it. There is no need for that. There is no need for that. Take it as a lesson, learn from it, move on, and handle your business a different way next time if you are not happy with how you do it. But don't you dare beat yourself up or think that you're a bad person because you reacted differently than what you want yourself to react. No, you're human and mistakes happen. So get over it. Alright, gals and gents. I am done with my rant and my sunset is gone and you guys can barely even see my face now. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here because it's also like a 20-minute video. But I hope you guys see something from the story, learn something from the story. I hope that if you are experiencing some of the same, like it feels like they're just grabbing at you and grabbing and pulling and pulling and pulling until you just rip apart. That's what the universe feels like it's doing right now. If you feel like that, I'm right there with you, but we're going to get through it together. Because nobody and nothing has anything on us. Anyways, I'm going to go get to the gym. I will talk to you guys later. Happy Thursday. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Make sure that you plan something for this weekend to make yourself smile. Because I want to hear about it. I want to see your stories. I want to see the pictures of you smiling. All right, talk to you later. Bye.